Teslaमा म supervisor पनि भएको थिएँ, power train supervisor. My father, he is the biggest inspiration for me. उहाँ पनि real estate agent नै हुनुहुन्छ नेपालमा. When we deliver keys to our clients, the smile they get, the happiness they get, that's what motivates me to move forward. Real estate मा full time काम गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ it's a little bit more work. तर satisfaction पनि त्यही लेभलकै छ. Average millionaire anywhere in the world became a millionaire by doing real estate. The most easiest step that anybody can do is maintaining their credit score. As soon as you guys get your first credit card, I would suggest using it really wisely and making it work in your favor. I haven't done a 20% down even on the house that I'm living in. The only difficulty or the challenge that I would say is getting misinformation. It takes a while, but as long as you are persistent, consistent, and as long as you know why you're doing it, I think you'll be successful. You cannot look at real estate as a side job or like a backup. It's more than a full-time job.
नमस्ते कार्यक्रम सोनिसा सो हेरेर बस्नुभएका सम्पूर्ण दर्शक महानुभावहरूलाई हार्दिक नमन गर्न चाहन्छु। सदा चाहिँ हाम्रो कार्यक्रममा हजुरहरूलाई फर्मेट त थाहा नै छ होला। हाम्रो कार्यक्रममा विभिन्न बिजनेसम्यान, बिजनेस वुमेन जो पनि अन्टरप्रेनर हुनुहुन्छ उहाँहरूसँग हामी कुरा गर्दै आएका थियौँ र उहाँहरूसँग उहाँले गरेको कामहरूदेखि लिएर उहाँले अहिलेसम्मको प्रोग्रेस अनि केही इन्फर्मेसनहरू हामी दिने प्रयास गर्दै थियौँ र आशा छ हजुरहरूले यस सोबाट हजुरहरूले केही इन्फर्मेसनहरू पाउनु भएको छ भनेर। र त्यसै गरी आज पनि हामीसँग हुनुहुन्छ क्यालिफोर्नियाबाट मिस्टर विवेक बन्जाडेजी। उहाँ चाहिँ रियल्टर हुनुहुन्छ, करिब लामो समयदेखि रियल इस्टेटमा लाग्दै आउनुभएको छ। उहाँलाई स्वागत गरौँ कार्यक्रम सोनिसा सोमा। यहाँलाई स्वागत छ कार्यक्रम सोनिसा सोमा।
Thank you, Namaskar. Thank you so much for having me, Sonysha ji. It's an honor to be in your show.
वेलकम। अनि हजुर अब रियल इस्टेट लाग्नुभन्दा अघि चाहिँ अब एज अ स्टुडेन्ट पनि हुनुहुन्थ्यो र यु वर्क समवेयर। सो कस्तो थियो लाइफ स्टाइल अनि कसरी चाहिँ आइपुग्नु भयो युएस?
हजुर म 2015मा फर्स्ट टाइम युएस आएको थिएँ। त्यतिखेर सबै ठिकै थियो, त्यो स्टुडेन्टमै आएको थिएँ। सबै पढाइ यताउति भ्याइसकेपछि म काम पनि गर्दै थिएँ। तपाईँको टेस्लामा म सुपरभाइजर पनि भएको थिएँ, पावर ट्रेन सुपरभाइजर भएको थिएँ। त्यहाँ अलमोस्ट 4 वर्ष जति काम गरेँ मैले। अनि त्यसपछि रिसेन्टली त्यता छोडेर चाहिँ फुल टाइम रियल स्टेटमा लागेको छु। अनि रियल स्टेट होल्ड गरेको चाहिँ अलमोस्ट 4 इयर्स नै भयो अहिले चाहिँ आज आएर।
अनि के कुराले चाहिँ इन्सपायर गर्यो रियल इस्टेटमा लाग्नको लागि हजुरलाई?
हजुर मेरो चाहिँ बुवा, माई फादर, हि इज द बिगेस्ट इन्सपिरेसन फर मी। उहाँ पनि रियल स्टेट एजेन्टै हुनुहुन्छ नेपालमा। अनि मलाई चाहिँ इन्सपिरेसन त्यहाँबाट आएको हो। अनि अल्सो दि अदर थिङ इज when we deliver keys to our clients, the smile they get, the happiness they get, that's what motivates me to move forward. So मेरो इन्सपिरेसन चाहिँ त्यही मेरो बुवा हुनुहुन्छ। अनि अर्को चाहिँ मेरो क्लायन्ट्सहरूको लागि विन जे छ त्यो भएर चाहिँ मैले रियल स्टेट पर्स्यु गरेको फुल टाइम।
हजुर, हजुर चाहिँ अब टेस्लामा पनि काम गरिरहनु भएको थियो। अनि त्यो काम गर्दाखेरिको र अहिले अब आफैले गर्दा काम चाहिँ कुन चाहिँ बेटर लाग्यो त हजुरलाई?
हजुर टेस्लामा काम गर्दाखेरि पनि राम्रो त थियो होइन। लाइक इट वाज अराउन्ड 14 आवर डेज। सुपरभाइजर भइसकेपछि युड हेभ टु बी देयर अर्लियर देन एभ्रिबडी एल्स एन्ड युड हेभ टु लिभ आफ्टर एभ्रिबडी लेफ्ट होइन। सो त्यो भएर जेनरली 12 आवर सिफ्ट्स त त्यहाँ नर्मलै थियो। तर हामी अगाडि जानुपर्ने, मिटिङहरू अटेन्ड गर्नुपर्ने, अनि अलिकति टाइमसम्म बसेर सबै त्यहाँ काम गर्ने एसोसिएट्स टेक्सहरूको सबै रिक्वेस्ट पुरा गरेर फर्किँदाखेरि त्यस्तै 14 घन्टा जति एभरेजमा काम गरिन्थ्यो त्यहाँ। तर अहिले चाहिँ रियल स्टेटमा फुल टाइम काम गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ इट्स अ लिटल बिट मोर वर्क। तर सेटिस्फ्याक्सन पनि त्यही लेभलकै छ। सो लाइक रियल स्टेटमा काम अलिकति धेरै नै भए पनि, बिहान उठेदेखि राति सुतिन्जेलसम्म भए पनि तपाईँको सेटिस्फ्याक्सन चाहिँ अलिकति राम्रै लेभलमा छ।
हजुर, हजुर। अनि व्हाट इज योर पर्सपेक्टिभ थट्स फर लाइक रियल इस्टेट? यो फिल्ड चाहिँ बेटर हुन्छ भनेर चाहिँ के थट्स आयो थियो?
So there's a saying, average millionaire anywhere in the world became a millionaire by doing real estate होइन। तपाईँको रियल एस्टेट एसेट्सले नै तपाईँको इन्फ्लेसनको अगेन्स्टमा काम नगरेर इन्फ्लेसनसँगै काम गर्छ तपाईँको लागि होइन, इन योर फेभर. सो त्यही भएर रियल स्टेट इज सच अ टुल द्याट हेल्प्स a lot of people become millionaires. So that's why I pursued real estate to help my community to add more millionaires in our community as Nepalese people. So त्यही भएर चाहिँ रियल स्टेट गर्नुको मेन उद्देश्य चाहिँ आफू साथै आफ्नो कम्युनिटीलाई पनि अलि माथि बढाउँ, उहाँहरूलाई पनि लाइक हुन्छ नि त्यो मिलेनियर स्ट्याटसहरूमा लगाउँ भनेर हो.
हजुर, हजुर। अनि लाइक हजुर चाहिँ अब नेपाली कम्युनिटीमा नै धेरै नै इन्भल्भ हुनुहुन्छ होला होइन? त्यो बाहेकको अरू कम्युनिटीहरूमा पनि कतिको लगाव छ तपाईँको?
हजुर छ अफकोर्स मेरो टेस्लाको कम्युनिटीबाट पनि मेरो धेरैजना हुनुहुन्छ होइन, प्रिभियस फ्रेन्ड्सहरू, उहाँहरू लाइक फ्रेन्ड्स दे टर्न इन्टु क्लायन्ट्स. अनि लाइक हुन्छ नि इट्स really special to be a part of that process when they become homeowners or they become investors. So ल म चाहिँ फर्स्ट टाइम होम बायर्स भन्दा पनि इन्भेस्टरहरूसँग पनि काम गरिरहेको हुन्छु. when they buy their first investment deal and हुन्छ नि उहाँहरूलाई सबै कुरा एक्सप्लेन गर्न यताउति गर्न त्यो भएको भएर चाहिँ it kind of helps. अनि like I'm involved in all of those communities as well. So Nepalese communitiesमा पनि अनि मेरो टेस्लाको कम्युनिटीमा पनि अनि हाम्रो यताको सर्कलमा पनि भनौँ न त्यही कलेजको सर्कलबाट पनि.
हजुर, हजुर। अनि फर्स्ट टाइम होम बायरलाई चाहिँ अब घर किन्न मन लागिरहेछ अनि बेटर रियल्टर पाइरहेको छैन भने उनीहरूले फर्स्ट स्टेप चाहिँ के गर्नुपर्छ?
The most easiest step that anybody can do is maintaining their credit score. So like even स्टुडेन्ट्सहरू पनि हुनुहुन्छ होइन, तपाईँको सो हेरिराख्नु भएको जतिजना हुनुहुन्छ उहाँहरूको लागि सबैभन्दा इजिएस्ट स्टेप इज टु लाइक हुन्छ नि गेट देयर फर्स्ट क्रेडिट कार्ड एन्ड मेन्टेन इट होइन. जस्ट बिकज क्रेडिट कार्ड छ भन्दैमा लाइक यु डोन्ट use it where you don't need to, but use it in your favor. It's a really effective tool. तपाईँको मेनली कुरा हेर्ने भनेको तपाईँको लोनमा क्रेडिट स्कोर भयो होइन, तपाईँको डाउन पेमेन्ट भयो, अनि त्यसपछि तपाईँको वर्क हिस्ट्री हुन्छ होइन. दिज आर द थ्री थिङ्स दे लुक एट. अब क्रेडिट स्कोर इट्स रियली इजी टु मेन्टेन but it takes a long time, you know. So त्यही भएर as soon as you guys get your first credit card, I would suggest using it really wisely and making it work in your favor. Down payment को तपाईँले कुरा गर्नुभयो, even मलाई पनि यो misconception थियो कि you need 20% down to put on a house, whereas the actual case is you can do it as low as 3.5%. In some states, you can go as low as 1% as well, you know. So there's a lot of ways you can do that. अनि you have to research yourself as well. तपाईँले अब एउटा ठुलो asset किन्दै हुनुहुन्छ भने होइन, it's not for like a year or 2 or 6 months. It's not a short term asset, it's a long term asset. त्यसको लागि चाहिँ अलिकति रिसर्च चाहिँ गर्नुहोस् होइन. तपाईँको डाउन पेमेन्ट कति चाहिन्छ यताउति, अनि तपाईँको डेब्ट टु इन्कम रेसियो के छ यताउति, त्यो सबै कुरा हेरेर हुन्छ. त्यो गर्नु. अनि त्यसपछि थर्डको चाहिँ तपाईँको डाउन पेमेन्ट भयो, तपाईँको क्रेडिट स्कोर भयो, अनि तपाईँको वर्क हिस्ट्री. अब टु गिभ यु एन एक्जाम्पल, युएसमा मेडिकल फिल्डमा जो हुनुहुन्छ दे निड टु बी इन स्कुल फर अ लङ टाइम होइन. सो तपाईँको चाहिँ लाइक टु बी अ डक्टर यु निड टु बी इन स्कुल फर अलमोस्ट 10 years and then only you after you finish your residency that's when you start working. So तपाईँले अब 10 वर्ष पढिसकेको पछि जब काम गर्नुहुन्छ त्यो कामलाई नगरेर तपाईँको पढाइलाई पनि गरिन्छ. सो त्यस्तो फिल्डहरूमा सो लाइक हुन्छ नि देयर इज अ लट अफ वेज द्याट यु क्यान मेक एभ्रिथिङ वर्क इन यर फेभर. सो त्यही हो, अलिकति रिसर्च चाहिँ गर्नुहोस् होइन. अनि आफ्नो रियल्टर लोन अफिसर जो हुनुहुन्छ उहाँहरूलाई पनि सोध्नुहोस् लाइक मेरो क्राइटेरिया यस्तो छ, मेरो डिटिआई कति छ, मेरो क्रेडिट स्कोर कस्तो छ, के कस्तो छ, सबै कुरा तपाईँले पहिल्यै प्रिपेयर भइसकेपछि तपाईँलाई त्यो फर्स्ट टाइम होम बायर हुन या त फर्स्ट टाइम इन्भेस्टर हुन एकदम सजिलो हुन्छ. अनि आफ्टर यु बाई यर फर्स्ट इन्भेस्टमेन्ट प्रपर्टी or after you buy your first home, it gets a lot more easier. You learn a lot.
हजुर, हजुर। अनि what's the difference between like 20% down payment, 5% down payment? You said like 1%, below 1% पनि गर्न मिल्छ भनेर भन्नुभयो।
So there are different types of loans होइन, लाइक USDA लोन्सहरू हुन्छ तपाईँको कुनै कुनै स्टेट्समा. क्यालिफोर्नियामा चाहिँ इट्स रियली हार्ड टु गेट द्याट होइन. त्यो चाहिँ म्याक्स तपाईँको अराउन्ड 400-450K सम्मको घरको लागि जान्छ होइन. सो इफ दोज काइन्ड्स अफ होम फल विथ इन यर क्राइटेरिया देन या यु क्यान गो द्याट. 3.5% डाउन तपाईँले जानु छ भने यु क्यान गो टु FHA लोन एज वेल विच अलाउज यु टु डु द्याट होइन. अन्त 20% डाउन हाल्नुभयो भने yeah it does help and that's mostly for investment properties. त्यसको लागि चाहिँ चाहिन्छ होइन. 20% डाउन चाहिँ धेरैले प्रिफर गर्छ, तर पनि त्यसमा लिवेहरू छ. लाइक हुन्छ इभन माइसेल्फ I haven't done a 20% down even on the house that I'm living in. के त्यो भएर like हुन्छ नि, there are a lot of ways you can do it.
So 20% is beneficial.
20% definitely beneficial to हो, but instead of putting that 20% in one house, I would do 10 and 10 and put it in two houses because you'll have two assets instead of one. अनि जब तपाईँको टाइम बढ्दै जान्छ हुन्छ नि, you again it's a long term asset. So let's say if you give it like 4 or 5 years, then you don't have just appreciation on one property, you have it on both of these going simultaneously. So म चाहिँ त्यसरी डिभाइड गर्छु. So if you're looking at it as an investment perspective, I would put less down as possible. But if you're looking at it as a liability, जस्तै भनौँ न तपाईँ आफै नै त्यो घरमा बस्ने हो अनि if you don't have plans to buy more real estate and you want to pay less in your mortgage, then you would go for a higher down payment. So it's again unique upon every individual and every scenario. So त्यो तपाईँको scenario हेरेर हुन्छ.
हजुर, हजुर. What's the major accomplished work history? Like you work on clients, so कस्तो रह्यो त experience हजुर?
So मेरो experience, one of the most rewarding recently was, and I helped this client who really loved this house. Both of them, like, him and his wife, they loved this house. And we found out later they were in collections, I know. So in order to work with the collection company, work with the clients, work with the sellers, त्यो सबैजनासँग, it was a lot of work, but we were able to get that house. So that way my clients, they got the house they loved. They got out of collections as well. So उहाँको क्रेडिटमा त्यो नराम्रो हिस्ट्री कहिले पनि हुने नै भएन. अनि त्यसपछि they got their deposit working in their favor. So this was one of the big achievements for my clients. For myself, I bought an investment property as well, and I live in one of my investment properties. So I pay way less in my mortgage than I used to when I was renting one of them. So I would say those are some of the big accomplishments that I have been able to get. And again, it's a different story with every client. And उहाँहरूको like again, the reason why I work is to see that happiness, see that smile in my clients' faces when I work with them, and and we know they are buying a asset that's gonna appreciate over time. It's not like you're buying a car which is gonna lose its value as soon as you drive it out of the lot. So that gives me happiness.
Okay. अनि त्यो कुराहरूमा चाहिँ you don't find any challenges? Like some clients are so difficult to deal, some clients are easygoing.
So again, it's upon your mindset, and I wouldn't say clients are difficult to deal with. Yet they will have a lot of questions. For example, a lot of first-time home buyers, because wow, let how then, so they will want to know. They will ask you a lot of questions, and the only difficulty or the challenge that I would say is getting misinformation. Just like even हाम्रो कम्युनिटीमा पनि first-time home buyer हुनुहुन्छ, उहाँहरूले सोच्नुहुन्छ, hey, I need a 20% down or else I can't qualify for a house. त्यो एउटा मिसकन्सेप्सन भयो होइन. अनि त्यसपछि त्यही हो, वर्क हिस्ट्री पनि पहिलादेखि लाइक हुन्छ नि पढिरहेको छ, तर अब बल्ल काम सुरु हुन थाल्यो, अब बल्ल मात्र युज हुन्छ. So that's another misconception. So yeah, the main challenge is making my community or making my clients like हुन्छ नि knowledgeable. That's like the main challenge. But after that, they will see a clear path. I mean, like that's where I come in, like हुन्छ नि उहाँहरूको मिसकन्सेप्सन हटाएर showing them a clear path. So that's one of the big challenges, but again, like concern, it's rewarding at the end, so I like it.
Mhm. So in California अनि all state होइन अहिले चाहिँ रियल इस्टेटमा चाहिँ एज अ एजेन्ट चाहिँ धेरै नै भइरहेको छ जस्तो लागिरहेको छ होइन. त्यो टाइममा चाहिँ कम्पिटिसन कतिको छ त मार्केटमा?
Yeah, definitely. अहिले जस्तै कि युएसमै तपाईँलाई कम्पिटिसन हेर्नुहुन्छ भने you would see the data showing US as हुन्छ नि like it's going more towards the buyer's market. But if you look at the bigger Bay Area, at least in California, because that's where I'm licensed, यहाँ चाहिँ के छ भन्दाखेरि तपाईँको like हुन्छ नि for one house there's at least like 7 buyers. So it's still a seller's market. I know there's a bit of a competition, but there are ways you can work with the sellers. There are different ways that you can work with buyers and sellers that helps you achieve that. To give you an example, One of the recent transactions I did, they were able to connect because again, they were from Tesla as well. Like on Tesla, and the seller's husband, like one of the husband of the seller, he used to work for Tesla as well. So we got that connection, and the way we communicated, we were able to win against all the other offers. So like and there's yeah, there is competition, but there are ways to go around it. There are ways to solve it. So yeah, there is competition, but you can still achieve what you want.
सो कम्पिटिसनले कुनै इम्प्याक्ट पारेको छैन
Impact pareको छैन, yeah, definitely you do have to work harder, because like तपाईँको जता घरमा अफर हाल्यो त्यही नै पर्ने भएको भए पनि it would be a lot more easier as well. But competition छ, there's a bit of a challenge, so the satisfaction you get at the end, it's a lot more rewarding as well. So I see it that way.
सो यु आर वर्किङ फुल टाइम अन रियल इस्टेट सो
Right.
हाउ डु म्यानेज युर वर्क रुटिन
So my work routine goes like this. I go off of my, it may sound really cliche, but I go off of my Google Calendar. So everything that I have to do in a day goes on my Google Calendar, and it tells me where to go, where to be at a certain time. And I go off of that. So yeah, like one of the biggest ways I manage my time is through Google Calendar.
सिम्स लाइक इट्स प्रोफेसनल एन्ड आई हेभ मिटिङ समथिङ बट आई फर्गेट इट त्यो त्यो कहिले भएको छ द्याट्स इन्सिडेन्ट
त्यस्तो हो, त्यो नहोस् भनेर नै मैले चाहिँ सबै कुरा गुगल क्यालेन्डरमा हाल्ने गरेको छु होइन. इभन फ्रम लाइक हुन्छ नि स्मल थिङ्स एज such as like going to an event, or like meeting a client, or like driving from here to Sacramento at a certain time, meeting with another uh, investor. त्यो सबै कुरा चाहिँ मेरो calendar हुन्छ. So like I look at my calendar and then I go off of that. And if I have to do certain tasks that just requires me to work from home, I have that time blocked as well. Like from 3 to 4, like on Sunny, I'm just working on one file. So that's how I go off of that way. यसरी चाहिँ तपाईँलाई भनौँ न, at least it helps me. So I don't forget tasks, and then I'm on top of everything for my clients.
सो अब अहिलेको न्यु कमर्सहरू कोही चाहिँ अब रियल इस्टेटमा लाग्छु भनेर हुनुहुन्छ उहाँहरूलाई चाहिँ वाट यु गिभ सजेसन
So the biggest suggestion is patience, because it's a long road. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon, you know. So it takes a while, but as long as you are persistent, consistent, and as long as you know why you're doing it, I think you'll be successful. Like it does take time, but just don't give up on yourself. Just give the best results you can. Just give the best service you can. And like on Sunny, there's like enough, there's so many houses in the market. There's like so many investors. There are so many clients that you can help. So it's a service industry, भन्छौँ म चाहिँ, होइन? Like you are helping somebody get a first house in US, होइन? Like तपाईँ अब्रोड आएर आफ्नो नामबाट यत्रो ठुलो एसेट लिँदै हुनुहुन्छ, त्यो पार्टमा तपाईँले कसैलाई हेल्प गर्दै हुनुहुन्छ भने I think that's really something that you're doing of service to someone. So I think like Ansani, you can easily do that, but it does take a while. It does take time to get trained on uh, to understand like Ansani sabai tapaiko challenges के आउँछ. You learn through the process, so that takes a little while, but it's absolutely worth it.
अनि कतिको सक्सेसफुल र अनसक्सेसफुल म्याटर गर्छ यो फिल्डमा कति मान्छेहरूले त लाइसेन्स लिएर दे डोन्ट वर्क इट होइन कुनै कामहरू लागिरहेको छैन उनीहरूको लाइफमा लागु नै भइरहेको छैन कोही कोही चाहिँ हाई लेभलमा नि गइरहेको हुन्छ अनि लाइक दे क्विट सम सो वाट युर सजेसन कि मेन स्टेप चाहिँ कस्तो हुनुपर्छ कि लाइक रियल इस्टेट इज माई बेस्ट जब भनेर
So त्यसको लागि you cannot look at real estate as a side job or like a backup, होइन? It's more than a full-time job. Like it requires more than 8 hours a day. It requires you working on weekends. It requires you driving a lot sometimes. So real estate, it's again like it's all about patience. Just helping your clients patiently throughout the process. So as long as you do that, you'll be successful. And like just don't give up just because you're not succeeding, because every failure teaches you something. And also, I read this in one of the books, the Pareto principle. it's the 80-20 rule, and the 80% of work that you do gives you 20% of results, but the 20% of work that you do gives you the 80% of results. So same thing goes over here. Out of all the real estate agents in California, the 20% are the ones who do 80% of the sales, and the 80% are the ones who do 20% of the sales. So it just depends upon you, how you take up the challenge and how you move forward consistently, even if the road has all these bumps. That's what they want to.
अब अनि हजुरको अब के छ त प्लान एन्ड इन फ्युचर इन रियल एस्टेट?
So future plan in real estate is to like Anthony help more clients become homeowners, more clients become investors, and help them grow in this industry as mm, to become millionaires. Like as I told you, like Anthony, we need to add more millionaires in our community. So and real estate is a really good tool to do that, and I'm the middleman who can help them achieve that through educating them as well. So much they want to.
आई थिङ्क वी कभर एभ्रिथिङ लाइक मैले चाहिँ सबै कभर गरेँ जस्तो लाग्छ बट छुटेको केही छ भने हजुरले हाम्रो सो मार्फत चाहिँ दर्शक बिनहरूलाई भन्न सक्नुहुन्छ।
Thank you again. Thank you, Sonysha ji, for letting me be a part of this show. I watched it a lot as well, and it's really informational. So one advice I'd like to give to everybody, like on Zeni, the easiest thing that you can do is make sure your credit is good, is at point, होइन? So त्यो भएर just use getting your first credit card as soon as you can and using it wisely. That's like the biggest thing, That's the main thing that you need to do. But after that, you should be able to add more assets in your asset column and like be successful in whatever you do. त्यसको लागि चाहिँ like real estate is a really good tool. So त्यसको लागि the easiest thing you can do, just maintain your credit score, get your first credit card as soon as you can. That's the only thing I'd like to say.
थ्याङ्क यू सो मच सर। वी आर इन्ड अफ द सो। आई होप हामीले चाहिँ आज केही सिक्यो जस्तो लाग्छ होइन। सो जाँदा जाँदै हाम्रो दर्शक बिनहरूलाई के भन्न चाहन्छु?
Like again, as I said earlier, just whatever you're passionate about, give your 100% to it, and like and then just go forward in life. And again, there's a lot of noise that happens out there. Just do your own research, do your own due diligence, and then ask the right questions to your loan officers, realtors. That way, you don't have the misconception that you always need a 20% down to get your first house in the United States.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sansazi.
TV Sunday, the power of truth.